Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Saturday Smackdown for the week 6th of September 2014. This video is game number 6 in this best of 7 series played between Mito and NightBR for this event. And again, it will be casted by ZutaZuta and myself. Finally, if perhaps you are new to this series and aren't quite sure what this event is, or who ZutaZuta is, or what the civilization rules are for this event, then you can look in the description below and enlighten yourself there in the description, yes. I'm now going to turn the scoreboard on, so if you don't want to know the results of the series so far, perhaps you're going to watch all of the games in the order that they were played, then close this video now. So, there's that. Yes, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Let's roll the clip. Here we have another game on, this time Painted Desert, a very small map, actually one of my personal favourites because it is so small. And here the map has, Mito Portuguese as he's chosen for this one. It's actually quite a good map for hunts, so this is quite a nice time to pull Portuguese out of the map pool, out of your civilization bag, because Portuguese is quite map dependent. They're very good on water maps, so perhaps we would have seen them use them there. But this is, there's enough hunt on this land map to justify them, I suppose. It's of course, ports being quite hunt. Requiring quite a lot of hunts in the same way that British does, I suppose. Anyway, in the other side of the map, in the north here, not playing as green, unlike I said last time, this time in pink, we have NightBR playing as the French. Has he built a market? Has he done anything like that at all? No, he's just going full food, is he?
Yeah, he hasn't gathered any extra resources, which makes me wonder if maybe
is
he'll
this
try
some crazy... Really, like, some 12, 13 settler, there's this really interesting thing that Azamp does where he makes 5 cav and ships 3 cav, and you've got 8 cavalry, which pretty much overwhelms anything that pops out of a barracks. 8 cav will smash 5 musketeers, really. But with those cavalry, you just absolutely raid like a monster, and, a good player should be able to overcome that and not get beaten, but you see that working, more than it probably should a lot of the time. And he's got cows. He's eating them right now for the food. Like, this is crazy. Like, very...
It's going to be some sort of 13, maybe 12 age up attempt. One thing that is worth mentioning. Is before we got smart in the 2008 2009 time period with the French whole market business and stuff like that, it was a little bit more standard for French to play 13-ville openings, and this isn't even a 13-ville opening. This is like a 10. This is like it's a 12.
Is this a 10? Is this like a 12-10?
No, he's built a house, right? So and he didn't have any idle time. He ate all those cows, and so he didn't have any idle time as a result.
That's really... This could really throw the Portuguese guy off. When I play Portuguese, I like to open with a stable, because you get, obviously, 2 town centers, and you sort of, 12-minute men can probably deal with any rush, and the 5 cavalry you can use to raid, and you can send your 700 wood and add in your barracks a bit later on. But, if you're opening cav here against someone playing, Expo Pike, super aggressive... Actually, to be fair, having 2 town centers, you probably wouldn't Expo Pike. But, someone being this aggressive, I think Portuguese might struggle to sort of stand up against it.
On the other hand, so if you take a look at where the age progressions are right now, NightBR is almost 60% versus the 30% of Mito. Mito will have the option to place his town center very reactively based on how Night ages up. When he sees the really fast age up, he's going to be able to put the town center in a very defendable spot, likely over here on the right-hand side by this gold mine in this pack
you
of
want to
deer.
flare it? We're on the same team.
I think he'll probably put it somewhere like right over here. And as a result of that, I don't know that there's going to be really any big hole in his armor that is going to be able to be exploited. We do see some forward bills coming here. 2 racks is going up. I just don't see how he's going to be able to sustain any economy or sustain any units out of this with his poor economy. Still doesn't have a market only has 13 CDBs. I mean, the town center is going to go in a defensive spot. Could even go like right by the market, like right up here would be a really good spot for it.
Yeah. That'd be nice. You can herd the deer onto it. There, two town centers are literally next to each other, both in firing line. Yeah. But I mean, yeah, like a lot of the time, a good player won't do this because you don't have the economy. Like you don't have market. You won't have obviously hunting dogs. You won't have the potential to get steel traps either, and for a long time. And because of that, it's not so good. But it's still very fast. And that is the advantage he has with it here. Maybe he can make something happen with it. Some pikemen coming out. It's only 5, is it? Yeah, 5 pikes. Yeah. Is he going to come down and start sieging down that town center? That's, like, it's not halfway. He's going to get a decent chunk of damage. If 5 more pikes follow out of that barracks soon after...
Yeah, I don't think they're going to, though, because I think he got 3 and 2, so I don't think it was from a single TC.
Oh, right, okay. Yeah. So maybe did he miss the batch or just not have the... No, he just didn't have the resources.
Just didn't have the resources. And now the crossbows are out. The TC's going to go up.
Yeah, this is suddenly not looking as very good at all.
No, I think it was a gimmick, to be perfectly honest.
It's very much a gimmick.
I think his gimmick was to hope to get out enough pikes to catch the TC and not allow it to go up.
It's very damaged. Look at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Just from 5 pikes, from a little bit of siege time. I don't know if...
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think at this point... he still doesn't have a market. Shipping 700 wood now, I guess, is going to allow him to like get his market up and stuff. But at this point, it's just not looking good.
It's not looking good. But you do, Portuguese economy actually sucks until they get a reasonable amount of villagers going out of the town center. So he's not actually that far behind. I suppose he's going to fall behind pretty quickly. But right now... he could mass the units to do some sort of lasting... No, there's quite a lot of units there. What is that? Like 8... Is that 8 crossbowmen?
It's an 8 crossbow shipment plus a couple of muskets from the barracks, yeah.
Yeah, he's sort of gotten trapped there as well. That's not too good. He doesn't really want to take that fight because obviously he hasn't got enough units there. Fortunately, not really in a position where Minutemen is going to hurt him too bad. Once he gets far away enough from these musks, he sort of can... this crossbow, he can't really kite that. He just wants to get out of there. Losing some units... It's looking worse by the moment. Here comes an 8 crossbowman shipment by the looks of it.
I mean, he's completely all in at this point. He used all of his 700 wood shipment to be able to continue to build units. He's essentially not improving his economic standpoint at all.
Or infrastructure. Like a lot of the time with 700 wood, I'll add in a stable at that point, so I have the option, and you can switch to Musk Huss or Expo Huss, or you can add in a trading post, maybe get steel traps if you haven't done that. It's just like, I mean, if he can bring that town center down, maybe it'll all be worth it. But I don't think that's going to happen.
No, he needs to win within the next minute, or he's essentially lost the game. 600 wood coming as his next card. Just continuing this like kind of all-in play. Just going to try and get out as many crossbows as possible. And I mean, Mito is playing like very smartly behind this. Has got, it still has that TC. Yeah, it has lots of hunt. Has spice trade sent even. Even smartly just trading off, realizing how all-in his opponent is. Just trading units. I mean, the more units he trades and the more even he gets, the more he's going to be able to reinforce when his opponent isn't. And as a result of that fact, the more he's fighting, the better and better this is getting for him. Maybe one last little push here with the 600 wood. Going to try and get out some more crossbowmen, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Going to get a couple muskets here picked off for free, which is certainly going to be nice, but...
But the same happened to him earlier, really, when he had his crossbowman out of position next to that market.
Yeah.
It's a reasonable mass, actually, for for Pink, yeah. But, I don't know, Mito's got an economy behind him, double TC, like, the damage on the town center is completely irrelevant at this point.
Yeah, and I mean, there's 2 batches of Minutemen that can pop right.
Yeah, exactly, he's still got that to call upon, should he need it.
Stable coming up here soon. Double the town center fire, all sorts of like good stuff that's still...
he has built his market now.
Yep, market has gone down. Has he gotten any upgrades from it?
He's got steel traps of... Oh no, that's Mito.
Yeah,
not even hunting dogs. He hasn't...
Yeah. And I think this is the game-defining fight right here.
Yeah, those Minutemen slowing him down, not letting him escape.
Yeah.
I'd like to see his Explorer doing that, but his Explorer's dead. But either way, this is still, getting a lot of damage on these crossbows, and without the economy behind him to replace these units, it's that is that.
Yeah, I think that's essentially going to be the game, and effectively that's the series as well, right? Because Mito was up 3-2, so...
Yeah, I think we didn't do a very good job of telling people what the score was.
When you stepped away, I went through the score.
Oh, I see. That's good.
Stuff
Okay.
like that. So, I think the majority of people should know it is currently 3-2 in favor of Mito, and should he win this game, wins the best of 7 series. So,
yeah. He keeps coming back though. These more crossbowmen.
Yeah,
obviously,
3
3
Hussar.
cavalry.
Yeah.
That's there's no pikes there at all. And there's only going to be more cavalry here. And as we keep saying, the economy behind each player, obviously Mito is
Yeah, and unfortunately, there's not even like pikes in queue. There's 9 crossbowmen going to pop out here. He actually canceled. Did he cancel them? No, they popped out. Where did they go?
Nothing's popped just yet. He's in queue, got nothing at the moment.
So he just can't. I guess he just canceled them all.
There are 2 more Huss coming out.
And yeah, this is. I mean, if we just take a look at the villager counts, 37 for Mito versus 27 for Knight BR.
We got to do the calculation though. 27 multiplied by 1.25, 33.75.
Yeah, and which still puts him at a good 5 villagers behind. Plus, he's suffering from compositional woes as well.
Lack of upgrades too.
Yeah, lack of
Trade
upgrades, spice trade, yeah. The one thing, I mean, Knight has gotten out of all of this is he's gotten some decent map control. He's been able to gather hunts like in this very strange spot. Unfortunately, he hasn't really denied Mito the availability of these hunts. He's still gathering hunts here on the left-hand side.
Yeah.
And,
I feel as if this was the wrong map to use this crazy French build order on. I mean, I can't see this. This could be good against ports, like if they have low hunt or their hunt screwed.
Yeah, maybe in a low hunt situation it could be okay.
But there's plenty of hunt here, and it's just resulted in not really achieving anything.
Yeah.
There's plenty of cavalry there. That's the defining moment here. There is no way he can come back from that.
Yeah. Musket's moving up as well, being able to dispatch Knight's 3 cav shipment as well. And with no real economy behind this, I mean, as we've mentioned multiple times, there's a couple more crossbowmen popping up, but I mean, they're popping out right into the hands of 5 cav, which are going to be able to dispatch them fairly easily. And,
Smucky Elite says, French are great, top 5 easily. Yeah, I think that French is definitely very strong civilization. Would you say it's top 5, Zoo, or do you think?
Yeah, I would put French in the top 5 civilizations.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm thinking on a good map, on optimal map, right? I'm thinking Japan and British are probably ahead of French. So maybe not top 5. It depends what kind of map you think.
Depends on the map. I think there's
on
more
average,
good.
Though,
I think on average, French is better than those civs.
France is just good at everything. It's not great at everything, and it doesn't do anything poorly either. It's just good at everything. And on average, being good at everything is better than being like British or Japan. Well, Japan not so much. So I guess they don't. I guess these do need hunts to an extent, but British really do need hunts. So anyway, we're just discussing comments here for the last part of the game. I think the outcome here was kind of expected. Knight BR trying his best to do what he can with the situation he's created for himself, but ultimately the lack of economy, as we kept saying throughout the course of the game, sort of being his demise there.
Yep, and as a result, Mito winning the series 4-2.
So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Are we going to do some games of our own, or are you finished?
I think I'm going to be done. If you want to stream, you certainly can. I am going to do a giveaway. I'm going to be dropping another Steam code in the chat. So while I type that out, if you want to promote your own channels or say whatever you want to say as I get ready to close the stream, feel free to do so.